Welcome to tonight's Big Brother 19 chat. I feel like I just did cocaine.
We are shooketh right now, but we'll get there.
Wait, here's my, okay, give one word to sum up this episode.
F y'all.
You know what my one word is?
It's not a word.
It is now! Oh shit, this episode was crazy all the way through. Okay, let's just start. Let's start at the very beginning. It's a very good place to start. So,
it's episode 34. Jason and Kevin are on the block.
It's the second double eviction of the season, but they don't know that yet.
Alex is so excited that Kevin's going. Her taint is tingling.
Ew!
Sorry.
Advertisers!
I know. I stole that from Will Huser because I love him so much.
Oh my god. But yeah, she's been like all week because she thinks that Kevin's going and
she's sure that Kevin's going. She's sure of it.
She even volunteered to go up on the block this week. And now she feels totally comfortable with Jason being next to Kevin.
But it's a mother effing blind side!
Oh yeah, this was an elaborate plan orchestrated by Paul. Everything is falling into place. But Josh,
there's one little tiny boy who's a crybaby who might just ruin it all for everyone, called Paul.
I can't believe that Josh is the one who's potentially going to
take Paul,
do stuff here.
Alright, Josh feels bad for Jason. He does. He's pissed that Paul's gonna have no blood. I think he's more pissed that Paul's gonna have no blood than he is for Jason.
That is very upsetting to him, but I think he's upset about Jason going too, because they do have a really strong friendship.
And it taught him a lot.
It's getting to that point in the game where all these people, all these sheeple finally have to attack each other.
You know what, Josh? Kevin Schlahuba showed you a lot of things about life too, but I don't see you crying for him.
Yeah. I think it was also just because they were like lying to Jason about it, kind of. You know, they were being shady about it and they just didn't tell him straight up, you're going home this week. So yeah. I think that was really affecting him too.
Well, he had a real breakdown in the hot tub. He was sitting there with Jason and he
was because Jason was like, oh, I feel bad that we're getting rid of Kevin this week.
Yeah.
And Josh was like...
But it's you. He wanted to say, it's you that's going.
Yeah. And Jason was just like, what's wrong, little buddy?
I can't tell you.
That's pretty much all that happened this week.
That's it. So let's get right to Julie.
Let's get into this double eviction.
Julie says, listen up. It's a double, kids. It's a double-double.
There was...
second double.
Yeah, there was some speculation that it was going to be this week, but I don't think they were really convinced that it was going to happen.
Was Paul shocked or was that acting?
I think it was actual partial shock.
Okay.
That was probably the most shocked he was in this whole episode.
Mm-hmm. So let's get right to the pleadings. Speak, mother effers.
I think Jason was really,
overconfident?
No, I think he was like, wait, what's going on here? And he freaked out and forgot what he was going to say, because it was a little bit messy.
His speech was kind of douchey. He's like, I have the 4 C's, charisma, confidence, and 2 other C's.
The other ones.
Yeah, keep me. And then Kevin said, this is for Debbie and...
all of his kids.
He named all of his kids.
Olivia starting college. Andrew starting high school. Good luck, guys. Have a great school year.
I wish I was there. We're going to go out to eat when I get home. He's such a good dad, you know? He really is. Yeah. I have to give him that. I've heard a lot of stories that he's been telling everybody about his kids, and I really like that.
I like his speeches. They're
really good.
And he's all, thank you, Julie, for being a gracious host this season.
Yeah. He thanks Julie, too.
Julie's like, what?
No one else thanks Julie, only Kevin. And that's classy.
Have a good night, Julie. Okay, so it's time for the vote. And this is where it gets crazy.
Yeah. Alright, so everybody goes in there and votes, and then little Josh goes last. And little Josh...
He's Big Josh.
Big Josh, he can't contain himself.
He gets into that diary room like...
He is crying like a damn toddler baby. He had to pull that S together after he...
yeah, after he was...
He checked in the mirror, he came out.
The mirror? He had to wipe his face with his shirt. It was a lot. And he voted to evict Jason as planned. They went with the whole split vote thing so that Paul would get out of here blood-free.
When he came back outside, Alex was like, why are you crying?
Well, she went over to comfort him.
Yeah. And they,
still under the impression that he was upset that he was voting out Kevin.
I'm sure production was like, you better sit down or we'll cut your legs off.
We already blocked these cameras.
Exactly.
Don't run it.
Sit down.
We want your damn reaction. Yeah, so anyway.
When Julie's on the clock, no one moves.
Even Jason was like, oh, what's going on here? Like,
yeah, that's when I think he started to get the inkling of, oh, I'm in trouble.
Yeah, we could see he was talking, but we couldn't hear what he was saying. So
maybe they'll have that on Sunday.
Yeah, they might. So anyway.
Blindside aftermath.
It's time for the reveal. Julie says, guys, it's a tied vote, so Christmas, you're in.
Whips up some fake tears.
I think she was actually upset because she felt bad about it too, the way that they were doing it. They all like Jason as a person.
She voted out Jason.
And Paul is freaking going for those acting awards, but he was like,
yeah. Jason was so pissed, he pulled a modified Cody.
No.
He didn't step on the table, but he walked next to the table, bypassed everyone. Alex was like hanging on him.
Jason,
he was like,
wait!
Get off!
Yeah. Oh my God.
Get off.
He pulled a freaking I was gonna say cornhole.
F y'all.
Cornbread, basically, yeah.
Well, we call him Cornhole.
I guess. Why is it all the nickname people have like these crazy exits? Cornbread, Whistle Nut. But he was pissed. So he didn't even, I was surprised he didn't even say goodbye to Alex.
He was shook.
He was.
He was shook. He didn't know if she
yeah, he wasn't sure where those votes were lying.
Know where they fell.
Yeah, so then, oh my God, this was also planned. There was a fake fight between Paul and Josh, and
that fight was ridiculous.
Paul was like, what's going on? Like, if I was up on the block, he would have voted me out. It's so effed up. Blah, blah, blah.
You wouldn't have been on the block, and you weren't even close to the block.
But he's saying if he had been up on the block.
Why would that have anything to do with this?
Because they're saying Josh voted out Jason, who was the bigger target.
Right.
He's trying to act like he wasn't involved in it. So he's saying if I was up on the block next to Kevin, you would have done that to me too.
Yeah, but why would he bring that up?
Because he wants it to look like they're not working together. And he's pissed at him.
But I would
be Paul's not involved.
If I was in the house, I'd be like, why would you bring that up? There's no relevance here.
Yeah, but they planned this ahead of time. This was all to try and fool Alex, just in case she won the HOH.
Okay.
So Josh, his reaction was just like, I'm sorry. Yes, I would have. I'm sorry.
Lame.
Alright, so let's talk about Jason's exit interview with Julie.
Jason and Julie,
well, he was angry.
He really was. He
counterfeit son of a bitch.
Yeah, he's still talking the Big Brother speak. They usually have their keywords that they stick with, and I guess one of them was counterfeit.
That was his thing, yeah.
They're all counterfeiting now.
Yeah, it was total blindside. So like all week, Josh wasn't sure if he was gonna warn Jason ahead of time or not, and it looks like he didn't because Jason was shocked.
He was really confused too because he really didn't know who screwed him over.
Put in that meme of the person with the math equations. Oh wait, no, it's Zach Galifianakis.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He's trying to figure it out while he's sitting there. He's just like, wait, what the F happened?
Yeah. He'd like to go back there and for 5 minutes though and set everything straight. Julie said no.
Yeah.
We don't have that much insurance.
No. So then Julie's just like, what do you think happened? And Jason's like, I don't know, I had an alliance with Paul and Alex. We were going to the final 3.
Well, Julie said, well, Mr. Jason Whistle Nut, why don't we look at the goodbye messages and see if we can figure things out?
Yo. Big Brother. You playing dirty now. Oh, shit. Okay, so, actually, this was a big mistake by Paul.
Yeah.
They play these goodbye messages. The 2 big ones. Josh, he freaking tells Jason this was all a big plan orchestrated by Paul. He's got a final 3 deal with Paul and Christmas.
He said, you got.
He says, I'm sorry, but I had to do this for my game. It was Paul's fault. So then Paul's plays, and he's just like, oh my God, I had no idea this was gonna happen.
What?
So Paul is still trying to play it up in his goodbye message like he was not involved in this so that he could get Jason's jury vote. Which was really not a good idea because doesn't he realize even if this was not outed in the goodbye messages, people are still going to the jury.
Right.
And somebody's gonna know what's going on and reveal it to Jason.
Yeah.
He made a big mistake there.
Big mistake. That
So,
was probably the only mistake he's made all season.
possibly. It finally clicked with Jason after he heard that, and he was just like, wow, Paul was all about friendship, but apparently he wasn't.
I want to throw his thing in the toilet and flush it. Okay.
I mean,
his friendship bracelet.
That's kind of what you get for thinking, oh, we can trust Paul. He's all about friendship. All right. So anyway, it's time to move on.
All right. It's time for the HOH competition, and the house guests are being held captive in boxes in the backyard. They do have 2 openings, though.
Okay.
And Julie's going to be asking...
So a booth.
Yes. Julie's going to be asking questions about fake news.
Woo! Fake news!
It's called BB News Headlines.
So basically, she's reading these fake headlines about things that may or may
7
not
of
have
them.
happened during the season, and you gotta say if it's true or false.
You gotta say real or fake.
If it's fact or alternative fact.
Real or fake.
Okay.
So there's 7 questions, and Alex freaking aced the quiz.
How annoying was it though when Alex kept going like,
I know.
were you doing
so
this
over
when you
that.
were being a total jerk to people all season?
Nope, she lost her rosary beads during those times.
Yeah, so how many freaking diapers were full after Alex won HOH? I meant in the house.
Oh, mine was too.
Because everybody was just like, okay, as long as Alex doesn't win, we're all good. But Paul already planned for this. He was already pushing to Alex to go after Raven.
Yeah.
And now that Kevin is there as well.
Oh, well, not Kevin.
Yeah, because she thought he wasn't going to be there.
Jason was going to be there still.
Right.
So I guess she was going to put up Josh and Raven.
But, yeah, I was surprised they didn't have a commercial break to talk strategy before nominations.
Not enough time, the fake fight.
I guess
because
so.
if they hadn't shown a bit of the fake fight on tonight's episode, they would have had a really hard time incorporating it into the next episode.
But they were going to show part of that anyway, because they show that so that they can set up the evicted person for the interview.
Yeah, but they had to leave it extra long because nobody knew what the F was going on unless you watch the feeds or watch you.
I guess. So anyway, Alex makes a big mistake and puts Kevin and Raven up on the block.
Uh-huh.
That was a big mistake.
Yeah. So, it's time for the POV competition, and it is the usual...
Oh my god, it's like the clown shoe, but with a twist.
Well, it's like the lime twist.
Yeah. They've been putting a lot of twists on classic competitions this season, and I like it.
Yeah.
Change it up.
This one's called Lime Drop. They have the bins of fake lemons, and I guess all the way on the bottom are a bunch of limes, and they're much bigger than the lemons.
I was surprised that they were having such a hard time finding the limes at first because they were way bigger than the other balls.
They must have been all the way on the bottom, and they covered them with the lemons completely because they had to put so many of them. Yeah. They couldn't just put 3 like they would normally do on this competition. They had to put a lot of extra because they had to drop them into cylinders from a height. And
first of all, okay, I thought this competition was going to be a bust because when they started dropping the limes into the tubes,
they were not going in.
The limes are too big for the tubes!
People, the limes are too big. Now what?
Wow.
It was a learning curve, though.
Yeah. I mean, once they got the hang of it, they were rocking and rolling.
How many people thought Raven was going to fall off the top thing so many times?
It was dangerous. I thought Christmas
Maybe
was
her pacemaker was holding her on.
I don't
like
know.
a hook.
I thought Christmas was going to bust her ass with all those freaking balls on the ground.
Yeah.
That's dangerous.
Yeah.
It's dangerous.
The limes really were too big, though. Did we happen to mention that? I thought this thing was going to take, like, the rest of the show, too.
I know.
Because nobody was getting them at first.
Yeah.
Like, people were, you know.
Do you think they were in the control room, like,
yeah.
What are we going to do?
I'm sure people are always like, oh, shit.
Yeah,
in the control room.
Yeah. That's just how control rooms
Pressure
are.
cooker.
Yeah, but anyway.
Alex was leading.
But then Josh snuck up and took it.
Yeah, but Raven almost took it as well.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, man.
With Josh as well.
It's a damn good thing that Raven did not win that veto, because if she did,
Kevin would have gone.
Kevin would have been going. And it would have been bad. So anyway, Josh got the 4 limes, but then he forgot you have to push your button, and he almost blew it.
And he was like,
yeah.
And then
Julie was like, hello, you have to press the buzzer.
You have to lock it in, crybaby.
Yeah, but what's her face? Alex got her fourth one right after, basically, so he
had
almost blew it.
He had to bust a nut over there.
Yeah, so then they did get the commercial break to strategize before.
But Kevin Schlehuber used that commercial break to jump into his onesie.
His fancy wear.
His onesie
His
suit.
wow wear.
He got that on quick.
Cupcake hands. Okay, yeah.
And he had time to have a little drink too.
I think a couple people had some cans going. But if you notice, Paul was the last one to be talking to Josh, of course. So anyway, it was time for the power veto ceremony.
Josh says, I'm all alone.
They got to keep up appearances here. They don't want everybody to know that Josh, Christmas, and Paul are working together.
So I'm not using it.
Okay.
All right, so it's time for the pleadings. Kevin says, I tried hard. Boston strong.
Yeah. I love my family.
Family again, Julie.
Have a good night.
Yep. And then, of course, Raven gets up there and says, gastroparesis.
All right, so then it was time for the vote.
Right?
Yeah.
Gastroparesis.
It was time for the vote. And I thought for sure that Paul was going to throw in a vote for Kevin to go.
Right. To keep up appearances.
To, you know, so he could get that jury vote.
Right.
However, Paul and Christmas go in there and they're acting like they're all upset to vote out Raven.
That was ridiculous.
I regretfully vote Raven.
We watched the show.
We know you don't like her. I feel like they're just doing that because they don't know what the public perception is of Raven and they don't want to be the ones like voting out the sick girl.
Remember when you were ready to rip her face off 2 days ago when you were like, I can't take another second.
Yeah. This morning? Yeah. So Josh is actually the one that votes to evict Kevin, and I think what they were doing here, they don't want Alex or Kevin to realize that the three of them are working together, so they did not want it to be a unanimous vote.
Yeah.
So by a vote of 2-1, Raven was evicted, and okay, she acted like she was all upset, and she was all like, nah! And Josh was like, I'm sorry.
And she's like, no, you're not.
No, you're not. But then she got out there doing freaking cartwheels and stuff.
I know, that was ridiculous.
And she's like, yay!
You know there's a camera behind that door. There's like 60-something cameras in that house. And then you come out doing cartwheels?
Was she really that upset, though? She flipped that switch pretty quickly.
I'm sure they have cases of condoms in the jury house, so she'll be okay with that.
All right. Well, anyway, Matthew is already licking his beard waiting. So, I can't. They come back to the house. Josh is sobbing. No! He's sobbing.
For real.
Yeah.
That's for real this time.
At first I thought somebody was laughing because he was like, but he was sobbing. It was too much. It was too much.
All right, so Julie sits down with Raven after she ties her ass down to the chair. No more cartwheels.
And Julie was like, did you think that you'd be going home against Kevin?
No, because Kevin sucks.
She was like, oh, well, I was surprised and not because, like, what has Kevin actually done in there? Like, a whole lot of nothing.
So then,
and then Julie was like, wait a second. Yeah. Oh my god! It was a total
Julie
Julie Chen smackdown, and I was living for it.
That was probably the best moment of the episode.
This was a great episode, but that was just...
That was great. That was greatness. We achieved greatness tonight. She said, your game sucks, bitch.
She was like, well, what did you do in the game?
I threw competitions.
I threw competitions for Paul, and I did a lot. Was there night vision on those cameras?
She said, you didn't play, bitch. Go to jury.
Woo!
Bye.
Yeah, I mean, basically, I don't think Julie likes Raven at all. But anyway, then
Julie said, after the commercial break, there's an announcement.
There were quite a few announcements. First of all, there's 2 evictions next week, Wednesday and Thursday.
Yeah, that's not the big announcement, though.
Then they showed a freaking trailer for BB Comics.
A mini trailer. It wasn't even a full trailer. It was like a 5-second.
It was 20 seconds, okay?
Yeah, but like, but you could. But like. That should be a new hashtag. But like, instead of but first.
Yeah, I got it.
I couldn't even tell. I had watched like a few times to figure out that Snake Hole was in there, and Beast Mode Cowboy.
James, Frankie.
Do you think that's when they started dating?
They probably no, I think they were already dating. Yeah, I think they were already dating. But also, yeah. So are they actually going to be there for the competition or no? Davon was there?
I don't think so.
No?
No. I think it's probably just a movie crap that they're going to show them. Look,
maybe, yeah.
We dragged in these dusty old turds that we always pull up, and
maybe
we're going to make a little movie with them because they'll show up.
Maybe there's going to be like some sort of questions relating to the video that they're going to show them. Something like that. Just so it's not the same competition that they usually do.
But before our battery dies, the really big news.
Oh my god, I thought Julie was faking us out with some bullshit surprise, but no! This was an earthquake.
Huge. We had to sit and look at each other for like a total of 5 minutes before we could speak. We were just like...
Okay, so like for years now, you guys asked us, like...
What we thought of a celebrity Big Brother.
Would you like to see a celebrity Big Brother? And I'm always like, no. Why would I happen? I was like, they're going to get lame celebrities, and like, I'm just not into it. It's just going to be the same reality show circuit people. This better not
be Debbie Gibson. This better
She's not Dancing with the Stars this season. She's busy.
This better not be like Caitlyn Jenner again or something, or some Kardashian.
Guys.
We want freaking Shane Ass Dawson.
We're getting a celebrity Big Brother.
We want Shane Dawson.
And Kalel.
Yes.
But also other celebrities. It doesn't have to be all YouTube people. But my god.
How magical would Shane Dawson be? Make it happen, Julie.
This winter, celebrity Big Brother.
Let us know in the comments
who you're hoping to see. And if you're excited. And if you're excited.
Are you shooketh?
I am.
So you know what to do. Do your homework.
I really hope they're not going to get, like, lame people. I hope it's good people.
The battery's going to die. And then
we got to go. We got to go.
Leave it in the comments.
It was really exciting. It was really exciting.
And until next time,
much love.